The cryptocurrency market is picking up, so what do I think? I'm getting massive FOMO and drop 40 grand on miners. It's not a flex. I'm just putting my money where my mouth is. I'm Vosk, you're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, and right now we are here on foot at the VoskCoin Mining Farm. If you haven't been following along to our consistent mining farm updates, lots been going down here at the farm. So we got the digital shovel, we got it all fixed up, it's working as it's intended almost, which is good. We are also trenching right now to pull power to our next location, which to save on cost is just gonna be right here. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and tap into this service that I have, and I'll be able to deploy 12 miners initially and then 27 miners even further out. I'm kind of going all in with it because I'm now working with the power company to pull 3-phase, and I'll talk more about that another time, but I need 3-phase to get the density that I want and a better electrical rate. That's really the gist of it. You know, the end game is still solar panels, but I can't let this market just like run right by me, because I was sitting here and, you know, everything starts pumping, and I was looking at, you know, several different miner models, and they started going up like a couple $100 every day. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, I'm feeling like the dang BitConnect dude, like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 what's up? Some of the newcomers may not even know that gem of a meme. And I've been spending so much time in the immersion mining shed, just working on it, getting everything set up. I mean, I just put out a freaking 1.5-hour documentary on these things, which are leaking in new ways now, which is great. And you take a glance in here, and I need to clean it all up, I know. 6 miners, 2 miners. When I put this camera down, I'm gonna put a third one in there, right? Then 2 miners, 6 miners, 8 miners, 2 miners. A lot of mining is going on in here. I mean, this is just from one system, pulling about 75 amps. My electric service for the mining shed has been maxed out. This has been a day I've been excited for, working towards for a long time. My point here is that it's like I am go, working on this project, infrastructure here, trying to smooth out, you know, all these things in my personal life, on the mining farm, on the VoskCoin content creation YouTube side of things, and then the market starts pumping, right? I mean, like Kadena is going up significantly. Nervos Network absolutely just goes ripping upwards in price, and I'm like, guys, are you leaving me behind? So I sunk the order, and basically I paid like $3,400 per machine. And looking at what I could get at the time and taking a snapshot in real time, the Antminer K7 ironically came up as the miner that I decided to go with to sink an order for 12 more. Obviously we got a bunch of different miners out here. I still have more Bitcoin miners than Nervos miners, but the cost of those machines burst their newfound mining profitability, because after the CKB halving, which happened pretty recently, which also weighed into that factor in a good way now, I have 3 K7s before this order. They were treading water on their best days. And I had so many problems with my K7s in the beginning because their firmware was trash. I've got 3 K7s. And I made a video a while ago, there's some of my worst mining rigs. Sorry, Bitmain. But Bitmain has upgraded the Antminer K7 firmware, and they have found stability. I also just dropped over 6 grand on another Dogecoin miner, as well as spending about $8,000 on 2 more KA3s, which are Kadena miners. Not everything I'm talking about is they're ASIC miners, right? These are passive income monsters. These are purpose-built custom computers just for mining cryptocurrency. And I'm working on a couple unique projects If you've ever seen our green shed, this is the DIY data center. It's a hard drive mining shed. So I've got some fun stuff basically related around compression, trying to make all my hard drives perform at a better rate for Chia mining, XCH farming, without continuing to dump more and more money into it, because hard drive mining has been a slow and steady endeavor since Chia doubled in price, which is like the worst out of all the other cryptocurrencies. To put it into perspective, great, doubled, happy, but the other coins are outrunning it big time. And the point is, I'm kind of pumping the brakes on that while I focus on all these more profitable endeavors. And I've spent so much time and money building out the infrastructure. That's a beautiful bird. Oh man, lately I have just become like infatuated with birds. I just want to sit over there on a rock, kind of baking in the sun, looking at birds. We've got so many like pileated woodpeckers out here. They're beautiful. They got like the coolest little red mohawks. Also made me realize that the Picky Peck Pokemon is modeled after that. Fun fact, maybe you never wanted to hear. But yeah, the immersion shed's looking like a freaking immersion demo museum fantasy factory, which is fun. Like, I'm happy about it. That's kind of like my end game with all this stuff, is to have like a, Rob Dyrdek's fantasy factory, but for cryptocurrency, really crypto mining out here. And it's really going to help us evaluate how we want to start to try to scale at the next level, because I personally have committed, I haven't talked about this too much online, but building towards a 1 megawatt mining farm out here, it's going to be a big endeavor. It's going to be intense, and I have to go about it the right way, because I run out of time like every single day. So how am I going to keep doing more and more and more? I got to focus, and I got to scale appropriately, or my quality of life will continue to suffer, as it has over the last couple of years. I've been working so hard through the crypto bear market to make sure that I don't say, wow, I squandered an opportunity, right? I squandered a time to load up on coins, to load up on cheap mining hardware. So many people fail to understand that miners are they're cheap now. They will get so much more expensive when cryptocurrency prices are going parabolic, and their mining earnings, double, triple, quadruple, and you start running these equations, and it is crazy the returns that a mining rig can get you. You plug in power, you plug in Ethernet, and now you're Mr. Passive Income guy. Congratulations. Your ROI must be incredible. But in all seriousness, I was getting crazy FOMO, because I had a lot of open space in the mining farm as we were just close to or finishing out immersion deployments. I have a system to run 12 more miners inbound to the VoskCoin mining farm, and it can run much more than that on 3-phase electricity. I've got some spare room in here, offloaded some miners to a hosting location, and I'll make a review on how it's going hosting some of my cryptocurrency miners. It's just been go, 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 go. And it's like, so what are these things earning? So these machines, while very expensive, right, to buy all 12, they're earning about $30 a day before I pay any electricity. It's exciting. The mining farm is getting to a point where I'm getting excited about these numbers, right? I remember just several months ago, people were making fun of me in the bear market because, I was mining like $200 a day in Bitcoin, and I don't remember offhand, I'm spending like 120, 40 bucks in electricity to do that. I'm still coming out ahead. But all these lanes making fun of me, especially because we had a YouTube short that went viral, over 2 million views. And all these freaking going nowhere lane boys commenting so much mean stuff. And I love this stuff. This is a labor of love for me. It's passion. If I get rich doing this, awesome. If I don't, I love what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing it. And that's kind of the difference, and that's why I can stay the course. And I've talked a lot about strategy stuff before, but something about mining also, there's a big gamified mechanic of it that it keeps you in the game, and you just kind of start focusing on I want to increase my hash rate. I want to level up. I want to do more. And that's just a polar opposite of I've got this bag of coin, and this is all the money I got, and I got to try to double it. And then after I double it, I'll take some profits, and then I'm going to try to get into this coin and degen over here. And those people are sometimes not really investors. They're more just gamblers. And that's why miners consistently come out on top in the long term, because we're focused, at least, you know, me, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but many people, especially those that were mining in the bear market and building in the bear market, you're focused on fundamentals. You believe in this shit and you're ready to let it ride. You don't get rich overnight, probably not. Statistically, you won't, but you can do well in the long term. And it just blows my mind how impatient people are, and it continues to punish them. Being patient isn't easy. I'm not saying it is, but it's not really an option. Not for me. I don't act like it's an option to be patient. I am patient, right? Whether I want to be or not. The market's been going up, 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 up. Coins have been doing really well, even well beyond Bitcoin at its all-time high, but most coins have not hit new all-time highs. And I kind of feel like that the bull run has punched us in the face a lot quicker and sooner and faster than we thought it would. And I sure as fuck am not gonna miss this. And that's why I'm, again, putting my money where my mouth is. Like nobody sent me these miners because I'm Mr. YouTube guy. I dropped 40 G's on this shit because I believe in it. And that doesn't mean getting overextended, right? But I had some ammunition sitting there and I'm like, whoa, I'm not even close to where I want to be. So I sunk the order. But I'm out here in the field and the farm. I need to get off the dang camera and set this miner up. Making content's fun, but it's so time consuming as well. But anyway, I'm gonna do all this stuff. Then I'm gonna get back to HQ and I'm gonna jump behind the computer, and I want to talk more about strategy and look more at the data and why I think I have a good game plan. Do I actually though? That's the hook. That's the hook. That's the rest of the video. See you soon. Goodbye.
Want to get into mining but don't have the time or space for your own mining farm? Check out Revolution Mining. Revolution Mining offers Bitcoin and Kaspa miner hosting, and they're currently running a bundle sale where you can purchase and host 3 miners at a discounted rate. They're currently offering S21s, KS3Ms, and KS5 Pros with this special. The miners will be hosted in the US at their Texas facility, and at current prices are making $21, $48, and $167 each per day before the hosting fee. To learn more, check out the link in the video description below. Thank you to Revolution Mining for sponsoring this video.
Why did this madman get 12 miners? Why not? That's the question. Because I could. I'm power tripping. No, I mean, seriously, I was like laying up late at night, kind of freaking out a little bit. And I was just, and everything's starting to go a little crazy. And I'm just like, no. I did not just build the whole bear market, and then I don't even have this piece of my farm filled out. No, not like this. No. I'm like I'm like that Punisher scene. No. Wait. So the miner is in question, right? Just remoted in to one of them. It's a Bitmain Antminer K7. Again, a miner that was very frustrating to me. But with the latest firmware revision on these, they do perform well overall. Some of them are restarting here and there, but the mining profitability still seems to be, kind of in line or close enough to what we want. Out of the box, I did just plug them into NiceHash. After this video, I'm going to be switching them to mining CKB directly. I think if I have the time, when coins pump significantly in price, sometimes I find it more lucrative to sell the hash rate and get paid out in Bitcoin. But when the prices are down or suppressed or receding, I find the opposite oftentimes to be more lucrative. The mining profitability on these just a week or so ago was crazy, consistently seeing $30, $33 a day in mining profitability for each miner. Again, I bought 12. I already had 3 of these, but I've sent them off to a mining farm to make some more room in my farm. And I did this based on an analysis at the beginning of February, looking at electricity costs, mining profitability. Only those who have been mining CKB this whole time will probably know this, unless you just really pay attention to all this stuff. But If you look at those red dots, that's at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Those were days that CKB mining was projected to burn more than it earns per day. So it wasn't until February that the K7 was earning more than it was burning post-halving for CKB, and then quickly becoming one of the most profitable miners out. Honestly, in a way, it's shocking. CKB has ascended significantly in price, but it's pulled back a lot just in recent days, around 25%. It was trading at around 25 cents. It's down 60% from its all-time high that it hit in the last bull run, and it hit its tracked all-time low just in 2022. It's up 777% since then. This cryptocurrency is putting out over $100,000 a day in newly mined coins. And again, it's down 27% in the last 7 days. That number was significantly higher just a week ago as far as a dollarized amount. Per this chart on Mining Pool Stats, this is the 10th biggest cryptocurrency when ranked by emission. We look at the hash rate history. It is ballooning as everyone is turning on every CKB miner they can possibly find. A lot of CKB miners were pulled out of warehouses and quickly sold over the last couple months because in the beginning of February they were selling for around $2,000, $2,500, and then I got into mine around $3,400, and then they were quickly commanding a price of around $4,400. And look how quick miner prices move. They move with the coin price. Obvious, but often overlooked for whatever reason. Nervos has hit an all-time high in network hash rate. Even though the coin has been dipping in the last couple of days, it continues to ascend in hash rate. Miners aren't shaken by this recent pullback, or it just takes them that long to kind of get up and operational. One of the key bullish factors on running all these numbers and equations, and why I wanted to move forward on a bigger CKB mining footprint, is their low inflation rate. After the halving, right, their issuance reduction for inflation went from 7.92% to 3.77. This is an impressive rate, lowest among mainstream layer 1 blockchains. This reduces the CKB emission from 4.2 billion CK bytes or CKB coins to 2.1 billion. The secondary issuance is unchanged, has no cap, and follows a fixed release schedule, by the way, at 1.344 billion per year. This is, if you're familiar, kind of akin to like Monero's tail emissions. Monero has put out all the coins that they wanted to have mined. All they have are tail emissions now. Basically a slight inflation forever to incentivize mining in the network. And new coins into the ecosystem can be a very good thing, as over time more and more coins are just simply lost. I have nearly 1 petahash of CKB mining power now. I'm not quite there, but it would be 1,000 terahash a second. That would earn an estimated 20,600 CKB coins, or about $360 in daily mining profitability. But remember, with more miners comes more electricity bills. So this thing cost me about $7.39 a day to run. So it's about $89 a day for me in cost to keep the lights on these machines. And remember, there's other things that go into your electrical bill when it comes to mining, like miscellaneous charges with your meter, to running the cooling infrastructure, like the fans. For example, these are all in the digital Shovel Minipod. I haven't really talked about the pod recently, but it's been interesting. We got this over a year ago to review. And there's definitely been some ups and downs, but it's been a great performer overall. And so you can go and get a discount through our link, but I really just used the short link to get here. They actually revised the Minipod since I've gotten my model. It's one of those things they're kind of constantly iterating on, keep making revisions and things like that. But they also have a new Nanopod, and I'm hoping to get one of these in over the next month or two. And depending how I set this up, it can support up to 27 full-size Antminers in here. And I'll probably have the spare juice to power 12 miners. So the actual key reason, spoiler, I guess It's a spoiler in a way if you make videos about this stuff, I guess, if anybody even cares that much. I really got these 12 miners also to deploy right into here and just make this the CKB pod. And that still leaves me some spare room in my M300 pod. And at that point, I'll kind of be maxing out my electric capacity here on this phase of the farm. I'm pursuing 3-phase, I'm pursuing 1 megawatt. It's a big endeavor in a lot of ways. This has been a really exciting step up on my mining farm. It's getting bigger, it's getting more serious, it's getting more involved, and I've just honestly been shocked how much time I've had to spend over the last year and a half with this phase of the mining farm, just kind of developing things, working out the bugs and kinks, and putting in a lot of labor. Some of these immersion mining installs have been very laborsome. The best, quickest, easiest ones, like the fog hashing C2, took less than a day. The Bixbit systems took over 10 working days. That's a lot of time, especially when I basically am becoming like full-time mining farm and still full-time content creation on the VoskCoin YouTube side of things. So it's fun, it's challenging, and in no day do I ever think I have spare time. One, I'm still putting in 60, 80 hour work weeks. I don't know, I don't keep track, I don't care. I don't need to really make a Twitter thread and boast about it. But I certainly work a lot more than just a 9 to 5, and I hope that I'm able to reap rewards akin to the amount of time and risk also that I have and put into this. And it's exciting, expanding more into altcoin mining. I love altcoins and I love altcoin mining, but I did purposely build the backbone of the VoskCoin mining farm in Bitcoin mining for numerous reasons that I've discussed previously. But with the Bitcoin halving and Bitcoin mining competition just, continues to be through the roof. Based on my current electric rate, until I can get that reduced sum with 3-phase electricity, basically because you have to scale and use more power to get into a better rate here locally, altcoin mining is what's the most viable for me. And if I'm going to continue to build my farm to any degree, I need to build it based on my current equation. I can't build it on my future hopeful rate. I need to build it on my numbers of right now. So that's going to bring higher risk with altcoins and hopefully higher rewards. As always, I don't know what's going to happen, and you do whatever you want to do. But I'll be honest, I'm pretty hungry. If you're feeling inspired by this and want to grab some miners, we've been doing a lot of work with ASIC Marketplace over the last year. And code VoskCoin will help you save some coin there. We've also worked with Crypto Miner Bros, again, code VoskCoin, as well as Coin Mining Central. But I actually ordered these 12 miners through T-Swift, and he says he'll give you the best deal he can if you mention you heard about him through VoskCoin. And yeah, I have affiliate links, but you can also circumvent me and either get the same deal or a worse deal. So I really appreciate the people who take the time to support VoskCoin and support us making all this content, because I can assure you that YouTube ad revenue is absolutely not enough to keep our 7-member team fully employed. So I'm going to close out today's video. I hope that some of these reasons were enough information, elaborate enough without kind of droning on and talking in circles. I guess I didn't really talk about Nervos the project too much. I've talked about it previously. But it's supposed to be a scalable proof of work blockchain. They're looking to do some piggybacking on Bitcoin, which I find really interesting and intriguing. And they've already deployed what they call Godwoken, which is their EVM, or basically Ethereum clone layer. So they have some good progress, but they still struggle to develop a bustling ecosystem. If that can take off, it's going to be a very lucrative endeavor and honestly good experience, because doing anything on Ethereum sucks because the fees are ridiculous. And being decentralized as a proof of work coin makes this an incredible project as opposed to centralized layer 2 solutions, for example, like Optimism OP, or that blockchain that oftentimes stops. Some people call it Solana. So I'm Vosk, you're on VoskCoin, and we're going to close this out with 10 seconds of Tails. She's our CSO, our Chief Scaling Officer here at the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Do you think these 12 miners were genius or stupido? Let me know down in the comments below. If you say stupido, I won't even get mad about it. I think it's funny.